Welcome to my YouTube channel, Way Came to Glory. Here we are going to take Came to the Glory. So, as our first aim is to learn chemistry in a very easy way. So, for that, the travel for taking the chemistry towards glory will be too wondering. But before going to the next part, I want to share some important speed breakers which arise in the learning process. Why most of the students have fear about the chemistry? Is chemistry a ghost? No, not at all. To remove this fear, I will be going to give a interesting and logical tricks in my video. So if you watch my video throughout the end, it will be definitely give benefit for you, not only to score the marks but also to improve or to clear the difficulties or basic concepts of chemistry. That 5 important speed breakers which are most important for us, and that 5 important speed breakers are: number 1, the identification in elements. Number 2, identification in compounds and its structure. What is that? Compounds and structure. Third thing is that making of chemical reaction. Chemical reaction making. Okay. Fourth thing is that balancing reaction. Okay, fine. And last but not least, it is the improper sequence of points. These are the 5 difficulties which are always arise while studying the chemistry. First one, identification in the elements. Second thing is that compounds and its structures. Chemical reactions, in making the chemical reactions, in balancing the chemical reactions, and last but not least is that the improper sequence of the points. Because of all these things, we arise some difficult level. There arise some difficult level. Okay, so we have to remove these points. Actually, chemistry is a volatile subject. To overcome all these difficulties, we must require some binding of basic concept. Chemistry is a huge part. We can't cover all the basic concept in single video. So for that, in a single video, we are going to learn some basic 5 important roots. What are these roots? See here. I want to tell you 5 important roots. In that 5 important root, first one is the chemistry and discovery. Chemistry and discovery. This is our first root. In the second root, importance of chemistry. Our third root is that chemistry as a central science. Fourth one, atoms and molecules. And fifth one is matter. To understand the basic concept of chemistry, everyone must know these 5 important roots which help us to know the basic concept. These roots, I'll repeat: chemistry and its discovery. Second thing is that importance of chemistry. Third thing, chemistry as a central science. Fourth one, atoms and molecules. Fifth one, that is the matter. So let's discuss with our first, that is chemistry and discovery. Okay. So what is exactly the chemistry? Do you know that chemistry is nothing but the scientific discipline of elements? Got it? It is the scientific discipline of elements and the compound composed of atoms, molecules and ions. Next to that, its composition, properties, its observations, its chemical reactions, all about the chemistry. So these are nothing but chemistry. So finally, we can say chemistry is nothing but the scientific discipline of elements and compound composed of atoms, molecules and ions, its composition, properties, behavior and all its reactions. This is our chemistry. Actually, chemistry is that branch of science which deals with the study of matter and changes. Third thing is that the definition of chemistry cannot be made shorter. Why? Because chemistry is itself, or basically it is everything, and because of which it has a great importance also. What about the discovery? Around 1000 BC or much before that, all the laws, chemical reaction were established. These are all about the chemistry and discoverance. It means that from this point, we can finally arise, or we can finally come to the point that chemistry is not a single or simply defined subject. It is a huge part. We can't make it shorter. Now, let's start our second point, which is that, yes, importance of chemistry. It's a very interesting part because everything is chemistry. Everything that you can observe macroscopically, these are made up of chemicals. You made of chemical, your food made of chemical, you breathe the chemical, all the chemicals, because of which we can say, or we thanks to chemical. Hence, because of all these things, chemistry have a great importance, and this is the importance of chemistry. It's a very short and interesting part. Third thing is that chemistry, central science. Actually, the meaning of point is chemistry is called as central science. I will explain. The chemistry is called as central science because its knowledge is required in physics, then after that applied sciences, biological sciences, then earth and space sciences. It means that the knowledge of chemistry is required in every subject, because of which it has also the great importance. Also, it is the ancient chemistry, but due to the advancement and development in the science and technology, chemistry has been represented or regarding a standard or modern sciences. Chemistry is one of the important science, and all over the world, all the subjects come across this chemistry. Chemistry basically divided into 5 main branches. Do you know that? I will tell you. See, five branches. Five branches of chemistry. See, first branch is organic chemistry. Second branch is inorganic chemistry. Third will be physical chemistry. Fourth one, biological chemistry. Fifth one, analytical chemistry. These are our 5 basic branches of chemistry, out of which let's start one, that is called first, organic chemistry. Organic chemistry means what? The chemistry in which the study of properties and reactions takes place is called organic chemistry. Then after that, what about this inorganic chemistry? The substances which are not organic, studied in the inorganic chemistry. Next, what is that? Physical chemistry. Physical chemistry, it means that the chemistry in which the study of laws, derivations, properties are studied. That branch of science or that branch of chemistry is called physical chemistry. Now, biological. It is somewhat different because there will be consideration of biology also. So, study of chemistry in the living organism is called biological chemistry. Then last, analytical chemistry. What is that analytical chemistry? There will be study of instrument, methods of separation takes place. Such type of chemistry arise under the name of analytical chemistry. So in this way, we have seen organic, inorganic, physical, biological, analytical are the 5 branches of chemistry. Actually, you know that chemistry is one of the branch of science which helps to solve the problem of energy. Means problem of energy can be solved with the help of chemistry only. Problem of energy is the most important problem and which can be solved by our subject, that is called chemistry, and that's why we can write chemistry as a central science. Then let's start our 4th point. Come to the 4th point. Which is that 4th point? Atoms and molecules. Actually, the basic unit of chemical element is nothing but atom. It is also called as fundamental matter. Fundamental basic matter is nothing but atom. So, we have to learn atom in detail. Atom consists of nucleus, which is situated at the center. Atom consists of subatomic particles. It means atoms consist of smallest particle, and that smallest particle called as subatomic particles. What are these subatomic particles? These subatomic particles are proton, electron and neutron. These are called as subatomic particles which are embedded in atom. In which manner they embedded? See here. Proton is having the positive charge. Conventionally, it is the positive. Electron carry negative charge. And neutron is neutral in nature. It means neutron neither have positive charge nor negative charge. These are all the information about the proton, electron and neutron. But what about the atom? Atom, it means an atom is defined or an atom is constructed as a nucleus is situated at the center of atom, and in the nucleus there is proton and neutron. Proton carry positive charge. Neutron is almost neutral. And both proton and neutron together represent a mass of atom. Then, what about the electron? Electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a circular orbit. Here, these are called as electrons. Okay, so electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Actually, electron make a cloud around the nucleus. We can say it as an orbit. So what is exactly the meaning of orbit? The area at which the probability of finding an electron is maximum is called orbit. Means the position or area where electron can be maximum or electron is present in maximum quantity. These are called as orbit. Then next to that, protons and neutrons are not fundamental particles because they are made up of quarks. They are made up of quarks. But electron is called as fundamental particle because they are not made up of smaller particles or smallest one. They are not smallest one. Electron regarded as a fundamental particle because they are not made up of smallest particles. These are all about the atoms. Then what about this molecule? Molecule is nothing but when two or more atoms combine together, it is called as molecule. Actually, it is the next level of chemical complexity. For example, if we take just 1 minute. If we take water molecule, this is called as the molecule. But how it is obtained? Here, 2 hydrogen atom, 1 oxygen atom. 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom, when combined together, it gives water molecule. What is its position? See, oxygen, here 1 hydrogen, here 1 hydrogen. And its bond angle is 104.94, near about 45 degree. Here O and H. (95.84 picometer). See here, HOH. This is our molecule. These are all about the molecule. Then the last part of this basic root is that it is the matter. What is meant by matter? Matter is nothing but the substance which occupies space and which has its own mass is called as matter. The substance which occupies space and which has its own mass is called as matter. Matter can be broadly classified into 3 basic states. First one, solid. Second one, liquid. Third one, gaseous. Okay, solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Sometimes the fourth state can be considered, that is called as plasma state. Solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. These are the main 3 states, basic 3 states. Let me see solid state. What is the importance or what are its important points? Solid particles, they are compactly arranged, that is closely arranged, and because of which the intermolecular forces of attraction between the solid particles are strongly held. They are strongly attached with each other, and because of which it has a highest intermolecular forces of attraction. They are incompressible. Why it is incompressible? Because there will be no gap takes place between the 2 molecules or 2 atoms of the solid particle, solid state also. They have definite shape. They have definite volume. And because of which solid particles are closely packed with each other. Then next to that, liquid. It does not have definite shape. It has indefinite shape. Okay? It has indefinite shape but definite volume. Liquid have indefinite shape but definite volume. It is also the incompressible because in the liquid particles or in the liquid state, there will be no gap between the two molecules, and because of which why they slide over one another. Due to the sliding nature of the liquid particles, they somewhat move, and this is the reason why liquid is mobile, why liquid flow. Why flow? Because the liquid particles slide over one another, and due to which they become free to move. Okay, so this is our liquid, and liquid particles in the liquid state, the liquid particles have somewhat weak intermolecular forces of attraction as compared to solid particles or solid state also. Now let's consider our last state of the matter, that is called gaseous state. What is that gaseous state? Actually, it is the invisible state that cannot be visible by our naked eyes. So we feel the gas, not or cannot be seen by our naked eyes. So see here, gaseous state, it is the invisible part or invisible state of the matter. It has neither shape nor definite volume. It means that indefinite shape, indefinite volume, but intermolecular forces of attraction will be too weak. That is, we can consider it is negligible. It has a negligible intermolecular forces of attraction, and because of this thing, it can be compressible. Okay, see here, solid and liquid particles are incompressible, but gaseous particle in the gaseous state, it is the compressible. So these are our solid, liquid and gaseous. What we see here, chemistry and its discovery. Then after that, importance of chemistry. What are the importance of chemistry? Everything is chemistry, that is the importance. Chemistry as a central science means requirement of knowledge of the chemistry in every subject. What about the atoms and molecules? Atoms means what? Basic unit. Okay, basic unit of the chemical elements. And what about the molecules? It means that when two or more atoms combine together, we get molecule. For example, water molecule HOH. It has some bond angle also, and it has its bond length also. And bond angle and bond length is fixed. Now matter. What is the matter? Matter is nothing but the substance which occupies space and it has its own volume. Sorry, the substance which has the substance which occupies space and it has its own mass. That is called as matter. So in this way, we have learned the 5 basic roots of chemistry. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel Way Came to Glory, and hit the bell icon when you subscribe so that you will be notified about my all next videos.